Hello, my friends. Jaxx and I are on a special date. You know Jaxx if you subscribe. Jaxx is my 25-year-old quarter horse. There's a bunch of very nice grass up here by the house. So what we did is we came up here because we get special privileges when we're older. And I'm going to let him eat some of this nice grass. All the horses just had dinner and we've turned everybody else out. But we're just up by the house here and it's just a very small area. We're starting to get the grass to come in. Thank goodness, because I'm tired of buying hay and tired of having a hard time finding good hay. So I thought that I would let my little man here have some very nice grass, and look how excited he is about it. Look at that eye. Look how happy that guy is. Let me zoom in. He can't eat it fast enough. I chose Jaxx because he is 25 years old. He is not a hard keeper or anything. He eats his food. We do have to soak his feed. We don't soak his food. We put soaked beet pulp on top of his food. He eats Purina Equine Senior Active and Purina Omeline 200. So it has the prebiotics and the probiotics in it. And then we soak the Stanley brand beet pulp on top of it and let the water from the beet pulp soak down into the feed. We do that because he has choked several times in his life. So once a horse chokes, if you're not familiar with choke, they are prone to choking again. They can get some scar tissue in their esophagus. And Jaxx, he just gets excited about eating and he eats really fast. So we have discovered, a couple of years ago, we just discovered this is the best way to feed him. Let me switch positions here. There we go. So he gets the shredded beet pulp, which is also added fiber and calories for him. It makes them feel full and it keeps the pipes moving. Let me zoom out a little bit. So Jaxx also has freefecalwatersyndrome syndrome. He also has ulcers in the hindgut. He's got a lot going on and he looks amazing for his age. He eats good. He's really happy to work all the time. He still does, just walk only or some occasional walk jog or walk trot lessons. So he has a physical job. So he gets physical exercise 4 days a week. He eats a very good diet. He's turned out most of the time with his herd. So he's mentally very, very happy. His job is the job of being the sheriff in the herd. He's third in the hierarchy. So he's a happy camper. I'm blessed to have him every day that I have him. He's such a good horse. He's incredibly trained. He can do anything. He gets very excited when my daughter test rides him because she can do the upper level stuff and he still wants to do it. It's amazing when you start trotting him and start doing, collection and extension. He just goes right into frame and gets right to work. He loves it. He still loves it. Another thing that Jaxx has going on is he has fractured withers. So, no one saw anything happen. We think perhaps he rolled in one day, just the top of his withers up here. If you're not familiar with the withers, they're up in this area right here. And they're just the facets that come off of your spine, just like ours. And a couple of them got fractured. So after that happened, he had some discomfort with the big square skirt Western saddles. And so we only ride him in a nice English all-purpose jumper with a nice no-slip extra pad and then an all-purpose pad, so he's padded up and he's comfortable. I don't put anybody on him that is heavy or unbalanced so that he enjoys the ride and he's comfortable and so that the rider is safe as well. We do take a lot of consideration into our horses and making sure that they're happy doing their job and living their lives. So Jaxx, I promise you right now, is super happy living his life because he's getting all of this fantastic grass. And all the other horses are over there on the fence line. I did bring Boone over for a little bit first, but Boss and June, they're easy keepers, so they don't need any extra grass. Tess is actually hand grazing Fleur right now in the backyard, just as it's starting to pop up. This is going to kill two birds with one stone because this way nobody has to get the lawnmower out or the weed eater out and just do this little area. We have some terrible storms coming, I think Sunday. I think it's kind of Saturday into Sunday, but threats of tornadoes. We're kind of on the edge of all of that bad weather, so we're a little nervous about that. We'll probably keep them out in the front because there are no trees in that pasture and they can run around the arena. We're not going to put them in the barn during that type of weather. And that's pretty controversial. And some people ask, well, why wouldn't you put them in a shelter when that weather happens? Because if the weather hits us and we actually do get a tornado that hits us, that can take my barn down, lift the roof off the barn, do some damage. If my horses are in this stall, that's not a good outcome. So our plan is to keep them turned out so that they stay safer and that they can make their own smart choices about where to go. We always choose the front pasture because there are very few trees in that pasture. There's one pecan tree. My neighbor has some cypress trees on the fence line that are really super sturdy, so we're not that worried about it. So that's it. I thought I would show you that older horses do get special privileges. And of course, my little man Jaxx, we had a date. We had a date tonight. It's Friday night and it's date night. And so Jaxx is enjoying some of this grass. If you guys love horses and you love horse content, if you have any questions about horses, comments about horses, anything about horses, I love horse behavior, horse body language. That's my specialty. But I can also answer questions about horse anatomy, horse care, horse husbandry, all of the things horsey. I'm your girl. Just put your questions and your comments in the comment section. I'm happy to hear from you as always. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day.